Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 42 of Black Lake Settlers. Quick review of the goals. I think this episode I might be able to get hydroponics done, or at least done enough that I can cross it off the short-term goal list. Maybe find a mining colony as well. It depends on how many things I have to address this episode. And for the long-term goals, it's also possible that I get a boomlope tamed. I don't know. I don't think one boomlope makes a ranch, but it's a start, especially if it's a male and a female. So let's start by addressing each problem on the right here. Or actually, before I even start that, let's go over 2 tips. So one tip is from Heather McDonald, mentioning that my power usage is a little inefficient, so I'm going to fix that. So what I'm going to do is set all of the air conditioners for room comfort up 4 degrees, and then all of the heaters in the colony down 4 degrees, and that way they're not necessarily competing with one another. Anything between 19C and 23C, or 66 Fahrenheit and 74 Fahrenheit, will be considered ideal temperature and thereby be left alone. So yeah, all right. Psychite T, are you still binging? You are indeed binging. But you have not even had your first one, so that's kind of okay. Oh, look, I cut out. Ouch. Alright, now back to here. Penguin is bashing things up because he's mad. But we are, in fact, getting some meat here, so soon we'll send the some of the people that exist in this colony back home and profit from this bounty that we have mined out for ourselves. I think at this point we probably have enough steel. This wasn't really a mining community, so I'm just going to cancel the steel. But what I will do in its place is aim to get as many components to replace broken down stuff. That way I won't necessarily need miners out here doing any more mining. So I'm just going to quickly scan the mountains for any obvious compacted machinery. Oh, that wasn't compacted machinery. Okay, that's probably enough. It doesn't need to be every single compacted machinery in the whole map. What I have is fine. Alright, so let's then address any of the issues that we can over here. Medical emergency of Rigo. He's fine, he's patched up. Herring had an infection, so I'm going to start giving him meds for it. We have some starvation, that's his own fault. Unhappy nudity with Vaughn. Here's a... oh, he can't walk yet. Also, Vaughn is a good warden, so I'm going to take him... oh no, he's warden level 1, so he can stay warden level 1. He'll do wardening before cleaning. The way this works is it's left to right on the work tab. So if you have firefight 1 and plant cut 1, you'll always do firefight, then patient, then doctor, and so on and so forth, left to right. So research is always the last thing you'll do if everything was set to 1. So we have our corpse stockpile. I'd like to get some of these steel weapons away from the stockpile before we light the stockpile up. Ideally, I'd also like to add to our power grid just a tad. And it looks like we're starting to consume raw thrombo meat because the NPM is not currently powered. So let's go ahead and unpower some stuff we can afford to. And then that should free up some additional power for the NPM. Ooh, CC, don't do that. Well, it's already reserved for the prisoners. I don't think we have any ascetic prisoners. So, I guess we'll see if they eat it. Oh, Sheba went ahead and ate anyway. Nara, that is just a weird thing to be doing. Okay, medical emergency, extreme break risks. Let's go administer some drugs into Wolf. Get him a little bit happier. Griffin is another extreme break risk. Alright, Griffin, you are, I'm going to deem you patched up enough. So we are going to make you drink some beer and... Where is my smoke leaf? I don't even know where it is. I need to organize this stockpile. It's just been pretty low on the priority because of the amount of attacks I've been suffering. So that's why it's been backlogged. Oh, here. That makes sense. Another thing I'm going to do is I'll just micro them a little bit better. I do need to move all this smoke leaf in before it rots. So I think what I can do is all of the super cleaners are going to be super haulers temporarily. And then we'll put them back in cleaning. If the base gets a little dirty, that's okay. Alright, looks like Penguin didn't really destroy anything super important except for the door. Days for Vaughn. Dead corn. It's too bad that corn never came to fruition. I sort of regret. I mean, I couldn't have known ahead of time that it was going to throw me a volcanic winter, which is what really slowed it down and destroyed the speed at which I grew the corn. You know, hindsight's always 20/20. But with that said, potatoes were the safer bet. Okay, so we've got everything is sort of set right here, which is good. These batteries, oop, not set right. Excusez-moi. Now they're set right. Back over here, you, my good friend, is going to drink a beer and smoke some smoke leaf. I'm hoping that I won't need to use them in combat anytime soon because beer plus smoke leaf makes you kind of unreliable as a fighter a little bit. And really any healthy pawn that's up and able, I'm going to set to expand a little bit of more power because we are in dire need of power. I'm not sure. All right, this table was originally built to prevent corpse obsession, but if people are eating there, I'd rather have the corpse obsessed bring their corpses into the main dining room than people eat at a really crappy sarcophagus. So I'll fix that. It is snowing, so at least we'll put this fire out. If I want Penguin to tame, I'm going to need some berries or corn up in here. Memy's still trying to binge, so I'll keep her from binging. Beer and food are my secret weapons to keep everyone happy. Although psychic drones going away certainly help. This is the hunting village. Pretty soon it looks like we'll be able to send people home with some meat. Maybe Vex and Dano will be the first ones to leave. I definitely am going to need a standing lamp in here to improve my work speed so I can see what I'm doing. And then additionally, I think I could probably, let's check. Yeah, I'll expand it a little bit so we have more space. Wolf is... Oh, no, we don't need to do that anymore. Looked like, if I go back here, we had someone hauling a weapon. No, There is some weapons out here that I don't want to rot, like this uranium mace here. So, he's binging on alcohol. And this is actually not my fault. She has the chemical fascination trait. So unfortunately for everyone in this community, I'm going to have to load up all the fun stuff, tea and beer, in here to prevent medical problems. Wow, I really need to get rid of these corpses. Where is the beer? Wow. I can't find it. My eyes deceive me. How is this possible? Alright, well, I mean, I'm staring at it. I know it exists. I think maybe because it's currently being interacted with, that I wasn't able to load it. That shouldn't be, though. Binger's gonna binge. Alright, Lenka, you're gonna get yourself quite drunk. Smoke leaf tea. I wish there was a search function, because I just have so many corpses that are... Oh, here it is. It was there the whole time, wasn't it? Alright, so my super haulers put that away pretty quickly. Oh, there's still more beer. No longer binging on Psychite. Cool. And down to the beer. Put all the beer away. This is a neat little trick to prevent binges from being terrible. Beer and smoke leaf and Psychite tea is not that terrible. Of course, Wildman did get an addiction to it last time I had a binge, but... generally, it's safer than Go Juice or Wake Up. Chemical Fascination can sometimes target Go Juice and Wake Up, and then that's becomes a problem. Okay, so we need someone that can construct. Trekintosh, you look healthy. Where were you? You're probably hunting with your minigun. I do find that really hilarious. Alright, Deef, you've been smelting way too long. Back to the hunting camp. Moods are improving. Penguin. I'm gonna have Mr. Penguin forage for berries. Are there berries? Here's a big cluster of berries. Okay. And Penguin, you're gonna have to plant cut. That wasn't Penguin. Because for me to tame the boomlopes, I'm gonna need some berries to tame them with. So, animals, wildlife rather, boomlopes, they're all set to tame. Alright, that's good. There's a mix of male and females. That will help jumpstart a ranch. Trying to keep this bad boy extremely impressive. A little bit of a challenge, but not one I'm not up to. Make sure to haul all the Thrumbo out of their cannibal dining room. As you can see, the smoke leaf is slowly, they're slowly being hauled away. We do have a lot of thrumbo, so what I think I'm going to do is make dusters out of it, specifically. Or jackets, rather. Because jackets are probably the most resistant. So I'm going to make a bunch of jackets in a separate tab. Raise this up a bit. And Velik will make a bunch of thrumbo jackets. That'll be a lot of pretty good, decent resist and heat and all that. Low medicine. I'm not worried about low... I have so much medicine. This must be for the other colony. Low food, that part is true. Need warm clothes, that's probably true. Starvation, that's his own fault. Unhappy nudity, also his own fault. Major break risk. Luna and Knack. Well, Luna... You don't need to be laying here. In fact, you could go eat. Forget the kibble. Alright, so the solar power panels are coming up online, and this will help out with... Oh, you botched it. I hate you. That's terrible. Trekintosh, could I have you do this? Looking to pick on a crafter. 0 day, it's going to be you. You're in a good mood. What were you doing? I don't know what you were doing. I think you were making joints. We're going to have you smelt some weapons because we need the steel. Item stash request. There is some sleeping mechs in the area. Well, that's a pretty easy one to get. Alright, so world. We have enough meat here. Let's go form a caravan of Chris, Dano, and Vex. Bringing home... I can leave the steel behind. Bringing home a lot of meat. And that ought to... Okay, so he's actually trying to tame them. That's good. That ought to help feed our main community. Having this little hunting camp. Looking around. I can have Deef flick off all this stuff, saving power, because we don't exactly need it urgently. Herring, that must be because you got over your... Yep, the extra medicine helped out. Good for you. You survived yet another day. Alright, Trekintosh, you are a reliable constructor. And as you can see, they're all hauling steel, which is great. We're going to have plenty of steel soon to work with. That's been sort of a bottleneck for us. I have been relying on all this smoke leaf and tea to keep us steady and going. As you can see, it is a good stress relief, an extra 25 mood boost. Okay, rice dying of cold is my fault. Everything else, not my fault. Let's fix the rice. Closing off the vents. Now, although I'm running a little bit of a teeny risk of addiction, having consumed this recently, I think it's in my best interest not to have anyone go crazy. I think I need some shirts. Prioritize tailoring. You were making incendiary shells. I'm going to temporarily suspend the shells. Not that I don't want the IEDs. I do. I very much do. But let's also get Poopy and Lenka back to cleaning because the base is getting a little filthy. Just a little. Power is finally going up, which is great. The 2 extra solars are helping to offset the grow lights a bit, and they'll help out a lot. When we craft this, let's drop it. Soon the meat haulers, the meat packers, will be able to refill this. I'm not sure why the cooks aren't cooking. The cooks would be Endelos and Cece. Cece's just been so busy wardening, I think, that she's not been butchering. It's understandable. Had her hands full. Now, the billiards game is a dexterity play, and the horseshoe pin's a dexterity play. So I'm going to get rid of these horseshoe pins so that people that are seeking dexterity get it from the higher quality whatever thing. Ideally, I'd like to get a poker table going, but I think I don't have, or not even think, I know I don't have the cloth at the moment. Chess table would be... chess table's fine. That's cerebral plays too. Okay, we're getting the dining room all tidied up. I think we are over our binges, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel load. Get some beer back here. I'm not sure why this stockpile doesn't have beer and Psychite tea. It really is supposed to. Yeah, drugs, beer, Psychite tea. Oh, here's our first boomalop. Very nice. I will soon be sending them back home. We have a few more berries here. Chris Dano and Vex, you no longer have beds. These other beds are nicer, so I'm going to force them into it. Caravan arrived at Black Lake. They're going to be full of meat. Not the kind of meat that a cannibal would like, but meat nonetheless. We're tidying up, we're repairing. Our animals are probably... Yeah, I'm an idiot. They were locked in there. Let's have them go help with the hauling. Alright, Mr. Vaughn, you put yourself through all that torment for nothing. As there is no reason for you to be unhappily nude. You're just not putting on stuff. Bob, you're idle because you're just an artist. Alright, Bob. Don't be Bob. Bob the artist. So that means... Oh, I see. Alright, forcing Bob to work. Power is slowly climbing. It does... I also have a lot of stuff off and out. Need more wood. Okay. Doesn't surprise me. Soon these boomlopes will be helping out with the wood... the fact that I'm constantly wood short. I think. I hope. Ooh. An autocannon turret. That is a welcome sight. Getting that plasteel going. Given how the last one was screwed up, I'm going to make sure that Trekintosh builds this. I just have a little bit more faith in Trekintosh than the other constructors. No offense, but, you know. Highest skill doesn't botch. Because Nara's botching was, sad. Speaking of Nara, she is back. She has an inspired trade. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to take advantage of that inspired trade, truth be told. Penguin, you are out of things to do. You could... I'm never going to need to release the boomlopes. That's not what they're for. Penguin, you could harvest berries if I could find them. In this winter landscape. See a lot of heal. Oh, here's some berries. Berry Allens. And I'll just keep searching for berries. I could always bring back some rice. Okay, wildlife. We have a lot of muffaloes to shoot. We'll shoot them first. Oh, we have 2 boomalopes. 2 males. Hopefully we start taming females. Really? Who put a marble chunk there? Seems like literally the worst spot for a marble chunk. Man, I shouldn't have sold those bonded animals so long ago. Okay, so we're getting some butchery done. The meat stockpile is looking a little bit nicer. These boomlopes, I think I'm going to have to set an area down. I don't really want them traipsing around my base, so I'm going to set an area inverting. So that they're not... I guess it doesn't track... It doesn't... They don't track filth because they don't have any unnatural floor tiles. But what they will do is they'll keep letting the nice cold air out. Which is not really my intention. Alright, animals, wildlife. First, a little bit of taming. And then a female boomalope would be ideal. So they can start mating. So penguin. Let's try taming that gal there. Oh, some love in the air in the prison. And that bear meat's gonna spoil. DQ, you're crafting. I'm going to repurpose you. Actually, you're tired. Yeah, the moods here are bad. Next, our hunter's hiding in his room. Psychic Sue, that will help. And that's in the other place. Okay, well. It's too bad that didn't happen right before Knack went crazy. Wildlife. How about this other boomalope? Oh, he's asleep. Endelos is just hauling the berries. So soon we'll have enough steel for the other autocannon turret, which will be nice. The beer and the Psychite tea is getting stockpiled properly. Deef gave up on the community. And it's turning into a fight. He's not even fighting back. He's just walking away. Well, that's good. Down he goes. Dano, Vex, and... Okay, they probably need their beds back. Yes, they do. So Dano and Vex get set to the double bed. Endelos, you are going to take your actual bedroom back. If I can find your name. Ever. Why am I not able to? Because you're not here. Oh, derp. Yeah, wow. That would do it. I think I'm still teeter-tottering on not enough power. Some of that is because these chem fuel generators are powering off. Okay, 0 Day is already doing that. You want to slaughter animals. All right, Bob, the artist. He's already beat up, so he should be able to go down soon, quick. Even if Bob can't fight with his bad back. What are you going for? He's going for a weapon, maybe. I have a good idea. One of few that I ever have. He's trying to turn the minigun on me. Having a dude chase him constantly, he's really not going to be able to get that minigun up. We do, of course, still have the some good weapons in here. So I think my smelt weapon, let's see. No, I have it set up right. We're not going to smelt the maces. Bob is a really bad meleeer. I'm going to lend some help. And down he goes. Well, they're not going to like each other, but it was Bob, so, you know, whatever. All right, Endelos, you don't even have a task. You are set to cook, craft, shoot. I guess you can hunt, too, if there's nothing left to hunt. I mean, if there's nothing left to do, you might as well hunt. Wildlife, hunting muffalo. Go for it. Go forth. He's pretty beat up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give him some herbal meds so he recovers from these injuries faster, because we need him upright and functional and not constantly cantankerous. Peace talks. I don't need no peace talks. Alright, this will be a little bit prettier, I think. To block the infestations, we'll just put a shelf there, and then this shelf will be smoke leaf joints. Not that it's part of their daily schedule, but if anyone ever needs a little pick-me-up, that's a good pick-me-up. Well, everyone, fortunately this episode hasn't thrown me any terrible, impossible goals or anything like that, so I am able to end with some productivity for once. So if you have any questions for me, feedback of any type, drop me a line. If you'd like to chat about Black Lake or whatever, hop on Discord, and I'll have to catch you all later. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for voting. Thank you all for tuning in and all your wonderful comments. I'll catch you all later. Adios.